pose this question? Why do smart people stay in bad jobs, stay in bad relationships, stay in bad deals, and stay in bad habits, even when they know better, even when the evidence is clear, even when it's hurting them? It's not laziness, it's not stupidity, it's bias. And the Bible actually warned you about it long before psychology named it. Let me show you. Behavioral science calls it the status quo bias, the tendency to prefer what's familiar over what could be better. We stay where we are because change feels risky or painful or uncertain, so we choose comfort over growth, even when comfort is killing us. See, psychology studies this, scripture diagnoses it, and pop culture shows it. Let's connect the dots. So think about the Matrix. People plugged in, living fake lives, eating fake steak, believing fake stories. Why didn't they unplug? Because the lie was comfortable. Reality was scary. See, Morpheus says, you've been living in a dream world.
You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today.
That's status quo bias. Staying asleep because waking up hurts. See, most people choose the simulation, not because it's true, but because it's familiar. Psychology proves this. When given two options, option A, current situation, is mediocre. Option B, better future, but it's uncertain. Most people pick A. Why? Because the brain overweights loss and risk and change and discomfort, but it underweights growth, opportunity, calling, purpose. See, your mind is wired to protect comfort, not destiny. Now, here's the key. Secular psychology says this evolved to protect and have you have better survival. Christianity says this reflects fallen fear. Different story, same behavior. See, scripture says they love darkness rather than light. Why? Because darkness is familiar. Light demands change. Status quo bias isn't evolution. It's resistance to transformation. Look at Star Wars. Luke wants adventure, but he stays on the farm. Why? I can't leave. My uncle needs me. I'm not ready. These are excuses. Comfort. Status quo bias. Obi-Wan offers a different destiny. Luke chooses safety until pain forces growth. That's every human being's story. Now, I know what you're thinking. Daryl, isn't this just human nature? Isn't change just risky? Shouldn't we be cautious? Yes, wisdom is cautious, but fear is paralyzing. There's a difference. See, scripture says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind, not be preserved in your comfort. It says, step out in faith, not stay where it's safe. Every calling in scripture required disruption. Abraham left home. Moses left Egypt. David left sheep. Peter left nets. Nobody's destiny was comfortable. Every superhero story is like this. Peter Parker wants normal life, but responsibility calls. Bruce Wayne wants peace, but Gotham needs him. Every hero faces comfort versus calling, status quo versus sacrifice. And growth only happens when comfort dies. See, behavioral science says change activates threat centers. Stress hormones rise, fear increases. Christianity says the flesh resists the spirit. Same thing, different language. Your biology resists obedience. Your spirit pushes towards growth. That tension is design, not accident. Now let's talk business. Why don't prospects buy? Status quo bias. I'll think about it. Let me wait. Next quarter. Translation? I'm scared to change. They're not rejecting you. They're protecting comfort. Your job isn't pressure. It's clarity. You help them see staying costs more than changing. See, this is ethical persuasion. Same with health. I'll start on Monday. Same with faith. I'll get serious later. Same with marriage. Oh, it's fine. Same with purpose. One day I'll do that. That's the bias talking. Comfort whispers. Calling shouts. most people listen to the whispers. Frodo in Lord of the Rings didn't want the ring. He wanted peace, home, safety, bread, cheese. But Middle-earth needed courage. Great stories are never about comfort. They're about obedience, and that's not fiction. That's theology. Here's the big truth. Status quo bias exists because transformation is expensive. It costs pride, certainty, control, convenience, but it produces wisdom, strength, purpose, freedom. That's God's economy. Death before resurrection, discomfort before destiny. Here's the synthesis psychology describes. Scripture explains, status quo bias is fear of transformation. It's the mind saying stay, while God says go. So ask yourself, where am I choosing comfort over calling? Where am I staying because leaving is scary? Where is God inviting growth and I'm negotiating safety? That's your battlefield. You need to win it.